let's see. Okay, they barely started. Shields versus cloak. That's a bunch of initial wind Nomexes. What? I will say that's probably pretty unusual. It's just... There's his first max. Ah. Interesting choice. Definitely would have gone from max before I went for 4 things that generate energy. Oh well. Again, variation is nice. Well, cabin is ahead. A bit in economy, a bit in army. Bandits generally do well against players. They do have the edge. Yeah, see, it was 4 against 2. Bandits still killed 2. Bandits are slightly more expensive, so... Oof. Ah. I don't think Kama is entirely paying attention. Oof. 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 Now that's bad. That's quite bad. Further increasing the gap in economy, and will be in the next few minutes. Well, at least he's finally starting to take his starting safe mexes. Probably put this on priority. He has. Okay, good, good. At least he's grabbed this expansion. It's not that far behind, really. Okay. Looking to safely reclaim what's in the middle. That's not stupid. The alternative was going up here and securing this. Either way. Well, cabin... he was sitting idle a little bit with his constructor, but probably not for long. And all of a sudden cabin has gotten 2 expansion up. Yeah. Good foundation, I think. We've seen quite a few plates. Factory plates. Not really used to seeing that. And I certainly don't really use them myself. Ooh. Slightly too enthusiastic, this river boy. It's slightly too enthusiastic corpse instead. But I think he killed 3 bandits, so essentially fine. Could have been better. You might see commanders meet soon. Actually, that one's even morphing. Maybe because Cabin was noticing that he's on just about accessing. Let's do that. I do this myself. Instead of throwing metal out the window, might as well spend it on this guy. I'm assuming that's what's going on. Maybe. Lightning rifle and a repair module. We already have rogues on the field. The rogue spam is afoot. Yeah, you're gonna have to run. I mean, it's not great against balls of raiders, but as long as he's got some backup, he'll be fine. Yeah, cabin boys. Yeah, he has more or less fixed his economy. Loop. Just about. I mean, he is making a lot more dough than his opponent anyway, so... At least we're seeing at least one crawling bomb. I don't think Como saw this. I didn't see his pointer. He might not be aware that something ran there and then suddenly disappeared, meaning it's a bomb. So we'll see it probably stun something later. Well, that guy was all on his own, wasn't he? Well, Como is removing expansion from cabin. Good, good. But I would probably have someone head up here by now. Pretty much free to take. It is quite nice setting up a little outpost in the middle, having a radar. Now you have a lot of info you can base your decisions on. Okay, he's taking this expansion instead. Sure, why not? Unless you throw away these guys, it's probably going to sit there long enough to make cost. Bold. That's a bold answer to incoming horde of enemies. I'm sure he doesn't see this tactic coming, so that's something. Oof. That's what we like to see. Crawling bombs, everyone. They're f***ing amazing. Fantastic value. This guy's just continuing to make this the safest spot in the universe. Good for him. Ah, I see. The free cloaking field. What a terrible weapon. Terrifying, maybe. Interesting push. I suppose that was worth it, most likely, but it is a bit of a donation, isn't it? If he can... Well, doesn't have a lot of build power to actually absorb this, so I guess he won't get to reclaim this. In which case, yeah, it's fine. I will see. 2 snipers and a bunch of slings. Ooh, there goes the commander. Damn. Good job, cabin boy. He was a cabin boy. He said, "See you later, boy." Como wasn't good enough for him. With the power of phantoms and rays on his side, he'll get this reclaim field and, well, win, surely. This is redonkulous amount of metal. 2,500. Yep. It's all about this now. This is still just sitting here. He got this, but... yeah. He needs this. All the focus is going to be on this place, surely. Ah. The cabin is going to make sure that this stuff isn't being taken for free. Good. Do not tunnel vision. Yeah. I would also prod around here, see if there's a weak spot. I mean, he might just run in here, actually. I think that's exactly what he's doing. I think that's what I would do. Look for a weak spot. Notice that there's a bunch of useless pork here. Just run into the squishy part. Ooh. Perhaps the snitch will save the day. Well, there's quite a lot of bandits incoming. Still, disruptive. Yeah. The phantoms should be ignoring these dirtbags thanks to avoid bad targets, so the dirtbags might not be that relevant, but it makes sense to have them. Yeah, Como keeps having weaknesses in his lineup and gets overrun by glaives. And I think, yeah, the factory is set to auto-assist. Might be forgotten. I'm not sure he intends to have this many constructors hanging around over here, but oh well. He still has many constructors. Ideally, they would all be focusing on taking this. It's imperative. He probably will. Well, the glaives did do some damage. Not terribly much. By the looks of it, the snitch might have been the one that finished some of this. But, couple of maxes, a little bit of energy. Como needs that. Como needs that. Very quickly, this is snowballing because of these guys. Immediately turning it into a pricey army of annoying knights. Let's have a look. Yeah. About 3 times the army value. I don't know. Como never went for raiding, really. He's been pushing along a lane. He hasn't done separate raiding parties to sweep up stuff. Which I think is... not great. You probably should be doing raiding parties periodically. This has just been sitting here and generating revenue. Of course. It was quite important to win this reclaimed field, which hardly exists anymore. Only takes a few raiders, though, to take out a bunch of expansion. Nah, it's looking bad. That's the GG. Alright. I think that's fair. Hey, cooked lobster for you, my good sir. Congratulations, cabin boy. I like your name, it's fun. Alright, so what do we got here? Jump versus spiders and a really forward air factory. Basically on the front lines. But Nods is quite a bit ahead. He's not quite able to spend his economy. Let's do this. Just about. teetering on the edge of excess. On and off. Well, it is an uphill battle. BlueTemplar being quite lowly ranked. Maybe it's not a bad idea against Stinger. You should be able to take this out now. Good, good. You have nothing to deal with fleas, however, so you might be losing all you have left of army. Somehow not. What would have to happen here for the game to turn? I mean, he will get the factory, will get the caretaker, that's nice. Fleas are gonna run up here. The constable will frankly do a better job at dealing with the fleas than the moderator. Not that he's staying too far away to actually use his constable baton. Baton? I don't know. So this is costly. Yeah, you got it, guys. Good job. Jump! Jump for joy! Oh well. Yeah, I don't imagine this will last much longer, actually. Bold. Very bold, very pricey. House is pretty much free to do whatever, I would say. I mean, this factory cannot contribute for at least another minute. So, I think the GG will be called within the next 5 seconds? Okay. I guess those raiders weren't particularly interested in taking out the turrets first and then the factory. Well, they just died, which probably raised the morale of Templar. I mean, a juggle would be good. But, man. It needs a lot of support. I mean, it's going to kill itself by just throwing enemies into its own face. Soon it will have to deal with a crab and a Lico. Potentially, of course. Licos should fear Juggernauts, because they'll just grab them and allow them to casually be eaten by whatever unit is nearby. But BlueTemplar won't have any units, because he won't get anything. He has 2 metal income. Are there any other games going on? I'm rather willing to call this a foregone conclusion. Wait, bombers can drop bombs short when they're slowed? Guess I haven't seen slow interaction with the new bombers. Oof. I guess that doesn't really change anything when metal is the bottleneck. This fleet can finish it. Yeah. There we go. Hero fleet. GG. And congratulations, Nods. We had 3 fusions at that point. Alright, so that was the last one for round 6. So we'll have tiebreakers.